Hello everyone, and today we're back into some more Loomian Legacy PvP. And today, we are showcasing Elephage. I can't say that name. I named it Copper. And I'm running a Nimble set. It only has Malware, and it's basically a pivot set. I'm running both of the pivot moves with Thunderstrike and Final Ruse. I would recommend to use only one of them and then run Energize or Magnify, but I want to try out both of the coverage moves because I think this is going to be an awesome pivot user. And the TPs are a bit all over the place. 200, 200, 100 set basically. 10 for Protagon. That to be 250 energy. And yeah, my UPs aren't good. But you know what? It doesn't matter. We're still going to make it work. And there is some very good stuff I can use it against. Oh, Himber's going to be kind of a nightmare. So I am actually going to bring... actually, I have Luminami. I can bring that thing. I'm going to bring Eclipse. And I'm going to bring you for the Tyrex, I think. Actually, I want to bring Tyrex. Let's bring Tyrex over the Himber, actually. Let's lead off with Copper. I forgot what its name is already, but it doesn't matter. He actually does lead off with the Zulong, which is actually alright for me, because I have Flash and Fleece, and I'm gonna click that right away. He's either gonna stay in and do some damage, which he'll probably do half of my health. Nope, he swapped out. Perfect. And this is exactly what Copper's there for. The Earth types can swap in all they want, but I can just pivot out into my Luminami, which is just perfect. And that's what Elephage is good for. You can use it to pivot out. I really think it is a very good pivot user because it has very high attack. You do need a tanky team to use it, though. I would recommend a very tanky team if you want to use it. He does go into the Garlash, which Garlash is kind of scary, actually. That is kind of scary. I do make it lose energy, though, which is nice. He does a Mega Chomp. I think my Luminami can live a hit, so I will actually go for the Flash and Flee. Let's do it. I'm going to go for the Flash and Flee. Mega Chomp, I can live that. Pretty well, yeah. Just if I don't flinch, which I don't, I can pivot back out into my... I can pivot back into Copper. I named it Copper because why not? Now... I'm in an interesting position. I'm going to predict the Himber coming in. He actually just stayed in, which I'm really... Oh, I got a critical hit. I'm kind of shocked it stayed in. It definitely went for the water move. So I am actually going to go back into my Luminami to predict the water move. Good. Vicious Snap called it. Called the predict. And this time we're going to go into our Eclipse to predict the Mega Chomp. Yeah, we're doing a lot of swapping. This is what you need to do if you have pivot. Hey, yes, I got it. So I'm gonna go for who would he go into? He has Venolin. He'll probably go into that. Venolin is kind of scary, so he will probably go into it. My only thing for the Venolin is Tyrex, which is kind of scary because it has a health amulet on it. I have Windolin for it too, actually. I could probably use Windolin for it. He'll save his Garlash for later. Venolin. Sumo Beetle. Interesting. I did not expect this thing to come in. Oh, I do half his health too. Is it going to go for the counter stance? If it goes for the counter stance, I survive. Yep, he went for the counter stance. He's dead. No, he went for Parasitize. I don't know what that play was all about. He has his Himber still, which makes Copper a little bit tough to use, but it's fine. I could still use it because I could just pivot. My set is not even it's not even about doing heavy damage, it's to pivot out. There's the Venolin, which actually this could be good for my Copper. This could be good for Copper. Let's do that. Because I feel like he's gonna barter. And I think having this thing barter is good. Nope, goes for the Adaptive Assault. That's some massive damage actually. Let's go for Thunderstrike and see how much damage it does. There we go, Thunderstrike. Okay, that's like almost nothing. Goes for the Mud Spatter. Ow. Did some nice damage. I'm going to go for a Final Ruse. And basically sacrifice it. I'm going to sacrifice my Copper for Venolin. Which I think this is a good thing to do. Let's do it. Because his team is a very bad matchup. And that's another reason why I like Final Ruse. Is he going to stay in? Again, even if he swaps, I could just pivot back out and then use Final Ruse later, so it doesn't really matter. Please attack me. Don't click Rejuvenate. Don't click Rejuvenate. Yes! Your Venilin is dead! Ha-ha! Gotcha, buddy! Gotcha! And that's why we're in Final Ruse. His Garlash is still kind of scary, but I got priority. I got Wendolin for it, so it's not the end of the world. Which I will actually go into it now, actually. Let's go into Wendolin now. So yeah, his Venilin being dead is very huge. Wendolin comes in. Is it going to be the Garlash? No, it's the Himber. I still got Luminami for the Himber. Although I think I got to stay in once at least. I think I could live an Ice Hammer, so I am actually going to go for Adaptive Assault, do some massive damage to this thing. Because I kind of need to. Himber is probably one of the biggest threats right now on the team. My only thing that can really go into it is Luminami, and even then, I don't really necessarily want to go into it constantly. Oh, nice! Earthquake. I might live that, actually. Although you have no melee defense. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead, aren't I? No! He crit it, too! We both crit it. Well, Garlash is going to be kind of tough to beat, especially if he gets a flinch. Let's go into Teclipse, then. Teclipse comes in. Hopefully we could take out that Garlash. That Garlash is kind of scary. I probably should have kept my last Loomian. I probably should have kept Copper. I'm not going to say by its real name, by the way. It's very tough to say, so I'm going to call it by my named. He has Zulong. Oh yeah, he still has Zulong. Although Wendolin is not that good against it. We got Tyrex though, so Tyrex can come in. I really want to get a scapegoat up for that Garlash. Because, yeah, Garlash is really scary. Although I can't actually beat it. I can actually, like, Brawny it, which is fine. So, I guess it works, but still. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Earthquake. Goes for the Ancient Roar. Oh, nice. I'm very glad I didn't Scapegoat then. Because now, the Garlash is going to die, I think, because Tyrex hits very, very hard. And his Garlash is hurt. That was not the best play on his part. That's good, though. Having Garlash out of the picture is amazing. I still have Luminami. Luminami lives a hit from Zulong. And I think I have also one more. Yeah, I have Teclipse. Teclipse lives a hit. So, yeah, we win. We win the battle. That's very good. Elemental Burst. Don't Paralyze. Paralyze would be the worst. Burn would be horrible. Okay. The unluckiness was a crit, which I will take. I will take. That's a lot, but I don't take it out because it's -1. We're going to go for one more Earthquake, and that will be the first battle. Copper did very well in the first battle. Pivot out a couple times, chip the Garlash, and beat the Venilin with Final Ruse. So, yeah. We're going to go into battle number 2 with Copper. Nice. Oh, in the freeze. Love to see it. It's not paralyzed. Let's go. That'll be GG's, and let's head into the second round. Alright, we're going into the second battle of my Elephage, and let's see who it's against. There is a Revenine. Oh, it's one of these things. Oh, no, I have nothing for you. I have nothing for the dog. Oh, no. There's a Snagoop, though, and a Ventation, which I like. There's a Revenine, which I also like. There's a bunch of these things I really like. Centaurs, I don't, but hey, I could still pivot, which is fine. I can bring you, actually. I don't have anything but a Himber again. I've been seeing a lot of Himbers. Let's just say that. I've been seeing a ton of Himbers. I want to bring Wendolin just so I can do a ton of damage. Plus, Shadow Sprint for you. Oh, but you hit so hard. No, like, it's not even the fact that this guy even hits that hard. It's the fact that this thing can just set up. Like, that's the thing. That's what makes him scary. I'm going to bring Zeppelin. Let's do that, I think. Yeah, this one's going to be very tough. Snagoop. I am going to predict the Centimars. This just feels like a Centimar swap in if I ever saw one. I am going to click Flash and Flee. I am 100% convinced it's going to be Centimars. Wow, how didn't I think it was going to be Centimars? Wow. At least I get a little bit of chip. He does have a fire type, which is scary. Who do I go? Yeah, I go Himber. Because I don't think he has anything to swap into a Himber. Like, not even his Revenine really wants to come in, honestly. Like, not even his Revenine really wants to come in to take an Ice Hammer. Like, even though he resists, it's still going to do a nice chunk. He will do it the first time, though. He does do it once to scare me out. But, again, you don't necessarily want to tank that. Look at that. That does half its health. I'm going to go into our... I could go into Copper, but I think going into Luminami's better. Even if it has Dark Surge, I could just swap back out, so it doesn't matter. I can get health back pretty easily. There's the Fire Breath. Does almost nothing. We're going to go for the Flash and Flee, because I feel like he's actually going to go for the Dark Surge. Yep, he does, because he's Rev 9. I think I live 1 now, so I think I'm okay. Yep, I live 1. Go for the Flash and Flee. I get some health back, and I think that takes out Rev 9. Yes, that does take out Rev 9, which is amazing. So now I can go into Himber and place down some free Icicle Traps, which is just awesome. Problem is I do get the swap out first, so it is actually kind of tough. He can just go into something like Aventation, for example. We're just going to go for the Icicle Traps now, because his team is rather weak to it. And yes, I take Chip on my Himber, but I think it's worth putting the traps down now. Goes for the Geyser. Ouch, that's going to hurt a little bit. Don't burn on the first turn. Nice, it did not burn on the first turn. We're going to go into our Weak to Water. Don't necessarily want to tank a hit on Luminami neither, but I got to rely on it. I got to rely on my Luminami to tank some hits. It's just how this world goes. And it gets burned, but it doesn't matter that much. I am a range attacker, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but still. Flash and Flee. If it goes into the Eclipse, so be it. I got Tyrex. Goes for the Soft Water, which is okay. I get some Chip. How much does this do, actually? Okay, that's some nice Chip. Copper can come back in. Yep, Copper can come back in, which is good. That's very good, actually. Because now I can actually scare out the Ventation. I'm going to go for a Thunderstrike this time. Try to be as unpredictable as I can. He will probably go Cinemars, though. Yeah, he does go. He does do the play. Yep, there he is. There's our boy. That's our boy. Our big boy. I'm going to go... Zeppelin? I don't want it to take any ability. If there was an ability that I wanted it to take, it would probably be Himber. So yeah, let's do that, I think. Oh, he just goes for the Rejuvenate. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to predict the swap. We're going to go into our Copper. We're going to predict the swap because Cinemars does not want to stay in. I outspeed Cinemars. He's probably going to go into his Ventation. That would make the most sense. Yes, he does. Nice. Ventation comes back in. And we're going to pivot this time. You're going to use the pivot move. Flash and Flee. I feel like he's going to swap back into his Cinemars. I mean, he does not want my Copper to do anything. So, why not just do some Chip and go back into Himber? The more times he does this switch, his Cinemars is getting chipped. Which is awesome. And also the more unpredictable I get too, which is just good. Okay, there it is. Himber comes back in. I'm going to go for the Ice Hammer this time. Because, again, try to be as unpredictable as I can. Because, you know, you never know. He probably just clicks Earthquake and he loses his Cinemars. Which is so good. Now, my Copper can do some work. That is huge. Now our Copper can do some work. The Eclipse is probably one of the big threats left. So, Ice Hammer. Try to chip it as much as we can. I don't think it takes me out. Because it's a Himber. It's a Himber. So, of course it gets the KO. Well, probably won't get the KO, but it's close to it at least. Quick Punch. Kaboim. Get out of here. Oh, he's so close. He's so close. We're going to go into our Copper, though. Copper, come on in. I can use 2 Thunder Strikes. I'll use 1 here, though. Oh, no, I can use 3 because I got Energy Orb. Yes! So Copper's actually going to get the sweep here and win us the game. Because his last 2 are Snagoop and Ventation. So this was going to be a very good round with Copper. And it shows what he can do. Its pivot capabilities make it so good. Like, It isn't the most flashy new Loomian in the world, but its pivot capabilities just make it so good, and that's why I love it. Its Snagoop is dead unless it is actually the Pearl, which it isn't. Get out of here, Snagoop. And now, all that it's left is the Ventation, and the Ventation is in a horrible position because I got Thunderstrike. I think even if it's Pearl, I think I KO it. And even then, I have Zeppelin in the very back, which means that will be a GG's, as our Elephage is gonna give us the win. So, we're gonna do one more battle with this thing, because it's doing very, very good. Alright, we're into battle number 3 now with Elephage. And there are a couple things I can use it against. There's a Vesperatu. There's an Avitross. Yes, Avitross. Zulong, yes. Samarine, yes. Yes, basically a lot of these things I can use it against. Other than Mutagon, and even then I can pivot out, which is perfect. I'm going to bring a bunch of things for all these stuff. All this is very scary. I'm going to bring Tyrex. I don't think I bring Luminami. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep Luminami in the back. Let's do this, I think. He does have Malmerk. He does lead off with the Mutagon, which is actually okay. Is it tank? It is tank, so I am actually going to pivot out because this is also just a very good lead because you can just pivot. You can just pivot out, which is just awesome. Go for the Zip Zap. Get rid of its tank. We're going to go into Zeppelin first because even though I have Windolin, we're going to go Zeppelin first because I feel like he's going to go for the, Telekinetic. And yeah, I don't necessarily want my Windolin to get hurt, especially this early in the game. Although, Mutagon's already dead, which is amazing. Now if we can get rid of that Malmerk, Elephage, aka my Copper, can sweep. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing the Loomian wrong. It's a brand new Loomian. I'm still struggling to say its name. I'm not shocked if anyone else is struggling to say it, but yeah, I'm not very good with names. So yeah, he's taking a bit to use his move. Be fair, I don't think he has anything for Zeppelin. Oh, yeah, no, he has Zulong. He has the Zulong. I go Tyrex, though, so we're going to go into that thing right away. Tyrex hops on in. Going to be able to absorb that Thunderstrike very well. He does go for the Storm Summon. The scariest thing he has is Malmerk. Malmerk is probably the only thing that's potentially going to halt my progress. Everything else, I can do some major damage with my Elephage. So, yeah. So, yeah. I hope his last one, hopefully he doesn't have Malmerk on his team. He does have Malmerk, so yeah, that is pretty scary. How much do I do to it? I do nothing. Oh my gosh. That's kind of scary. We're gonna go Teclipse, actually, because Teclipse can actually hit Malmerk now because of Dark Surge. So, yeah, we're gonna go right into you right away. Marsh Wave, yep. Range defense drop, but it doesn't matter. Darn it, my air conditioner went on, which hopefully it doesn't buffer the sound. If it does, I am very sorry. So, yeah. I might just turn my mic down so y'all don't hear it as much. Hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Hopefully y'all can still hear me pretty well and it doesn't static as much. It doesn't matter though because we already got 2 good battles. So if this one doesn't go as well, it doesn't matter. So, a minute left. He stays in and his Malmerk is now dead. So yeah, get out of here, Malmerk. And now Copper's in a very good position to win us the match. So, yeah. I think Copper might be able to come in and win. So, I'm pretty excited. So, let's see who he goes into next. He goes into Vesperatu, which that is not a good swap. Because Teclipse Gamma Pulses you. So, get out of here. So, yeah, Vesperatu's now dead, which is awesome. Let's see who he goes into this time. So he probably brought Cephalops because, yeah. There's his Zulong. Oh, yeah. This is a good time to actually... He forfeits! So that will be the final battle. Even though I didn't get to use it that much in the final battle, it did very well in the first 2 battles. As Elephage is really, really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showcasing Elephage, because this might be a really, really good Loomian. Probably one of the better pivot users in the game. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!